what's the word?
Looking good, MP. What's up, MP?
Starting at shooting guard, 6'8", number 75, Matthew, number 75.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. In this game, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up and well over halfway into the season now. GA, how much have the rookies changed since the start of the season?
Kevin, most are completely different players, right? The foundation was there, but they know their role on the team, and it's more about refining their game than learning it.
And tonight's game gives MP a chance to continue one of his goals he set for himself, being a thorn in the side of the best teams in the NBA.
And knowing MP, I'll bet he's not happy with their results in most of these big games. He's taken their failures personally, but I give him a lot of credit for owning it and rededicating himself to building the chemistry and belief with his teammates that they're better than what's been reflected in the win column.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Dillingham is out there with Anthony Edwards. Then there's Marion, and it's Dennis in at the power forward. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Good on the shot.
Number 75.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game.
Number 75. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Dillingham. His last outing, he had 8 points. The shot by Marion, no good. Pass to Hunt. To the paint. From 10 feet out. Second shot opportunity. In deep. Garnett drops it in.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And here's Edwards from the arc. No good on that one.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
2 points. That one goes.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Pass to Dillingham. The wide open look here for Marion. Another miss by Minnesota. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Lakers shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And he can't hit the second. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. It's good from long range.
Yeah, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Makes it off the glass. 8 points for him.
And just a solid way to start the game. 4 of 5.
Pass to Newton. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's his first trip to the line.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
And he makes it.
Substitution on the court.
Off the inbound. Rollins grabs the board.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got Rollins. Edwards is out there with Smith. Then there's Hawkins. And it's Perry in at the 5 spot. From 13, tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
They get it back. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Perry's got the lead up to 14 now for the Timberwolves. Great D that time from Edwards. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Great look there, but off target.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall. Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to Miami. Pass to Todd. Fires for 3. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Here's Hawkins. Another miss by Minnesota. Lakers trail by 11. Looking to get back on track here. No good off the front iron.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Smith outside. Sinks the triple. Smith's got his first 3 points of the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Pass to Hawkins. A 3-ball. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Good. He's got 12.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Big group substitution now for Minnesota.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. DA, thanks.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Rebounded by Dennis.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Count that one.
Boy, it took him a while to warm up, but since the second quarter, he's on fire.
There's 53 seconds left now here in the second. A kick out to Mobley. Buries it from three-point range.
How about the perseverance difference offensively. I mean, following up the missed shot, and that results in second and third opportunities.
Marion outside. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Minnesota leading by 13. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. First trip to the line for him here. The first one falls. Collins checked in for Minnesota.
Shooting for Minnesota.
And Marion drops them both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Comes up empty down low. The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Down low. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. To the inside with 4 seconds on the clock, and it's good on the layup. 18 points for him.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Timberwolves lead by 13. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the Los Angeles Lakers.
If they want to get back in this game, they need to stop fouling. Fouls result in easy free throws.
Next up, let's take a look at our latest power rankings.
Checking out Los Angeles. They're a middle-of-the-pack team. Sure, they'll get some wins, but I don't know how much more beyond that.
Seems like they're missing a key piece or two. Maybe one of their younger guys will step up down the stretch.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectation.
They've got mobile, and it's Garnett in at the 5 down low. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Timberwolves leading by 16. Takes a 3. Second chance effort. Newton can't get it to go. The Lakers shooting 47%, pretty solid. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Playing as a team so crucial. Let's see the NBA's best. The Lakers in 5th.
And a team that shares the ball will create opportunities for the right player to score.
Dennis hits the three-point bomb. Dennis has got 8 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
His third personal foul. First team foul.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. From outside, off the mark. Lakers trail by 17. Inside. Shoots from the baseline. Newton pulls it in.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
The Lakers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Pass to Dennis. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 10.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And it's the Lakers ball, trailing by 19. They'll take on the Thunder at Paycom Center after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. To the middle, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Edwards. The rebound by Garnett. Garnett's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Basket good. Minnesota leading by 17. Marion outside. Puts one up from 19. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Garnett's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Down low. It's stolen by Edwards. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And it's good for 2.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Marion outside. Knocks down the 3 ball. Marion's got 13.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
Inside, it's stolen by Edwards. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Newton, good.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Lakers trail by 20. And the layup's good off the glass. 26 points for him.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the 3rd quarter got underway. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my team.
Timberwolves leading by 18. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. Anthony Edwards up. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Pass to Hawkins. The Timberwolves again can't hit. LA's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. To come.
We can get that one back next time.
At least you get some extra rest tonight. This is anyone's game tonight.
Fans live for games like this one.
Welcome to 2K Sports Annual Noche NBA presentation. We're excited to bring you this celebratory fusion. And when you're going into the first game of a back-to-back, how do you prepare for that?
I think the key is to manage your practice going into a back-to-back. In other words, let's turn that down a bit, reduce the minutes on the floor, mental reps on the practice court as opposed to getting up and down a lot, because you're going to play hard in both games. So if you can get the tank on full heading into the 2 games back-to-back, that serves you well.
And MP's made no secret that one of his main focuses this season is taking down the top teams in the league. His motivation in games like this has been clear.
Well, MP set a really high bar with his goal of beating the top teams in the league. And while he may have fallen short, I like that he continues to challenge himself. He wants to be better and knows that failure is a part of the journey. You know, MP has got to be burning inside to have a big game tonight. Dare I say, redemption win.
Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. Alperen Şengün out there with Holland. Then there's Wagner, and it's Hayward in at the point guard position. Wagner for 3. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist.
3 out of 3, perfect start. Let's see how long they can ride this wave.
The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
Let's go with a 3. The Lakers with a rebound.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
Finished off the break. He has 6.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set. Only 1 miss in the first 5 attempts. Clearly feeling.
And it's in there.
Boy, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Wagner, right side. Pass to Whittington. On target from range. Whittington's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
From deep, Hayward. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. For Los Angeles, they've got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Takes 1 from 10 feet. That shot, no good. Nice D from Wagner. Wagner with a steal. To the middle. Here's Holland. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Hayward, good.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And Hayward has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. Todd's checked in for Los Angeles.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with the Lakers head coach. We talked about how Alperen Şengün can act as a facilitator. Coach said he sees the floor like nobody else. He's got a great mind for the game, and if you let him find his guy out of the high post, he will punish you. No doubt about it, they're aware. He is the engine of this offense.
Thank you for that, Allie.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Time called here. The Lakers decide to talk it over. Here in March, things are heating up. Let's check out the teams in the West. Making a switch here. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Here they are. The Lakers dance team. Enjoy.
Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Whittington, no good.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
On the floor for Brooklyn, we've got Alperen Şengün, and it's Whittington in at the 2.
How about the bounceability of Şengün, getting himself way up there?
Inside, second chance effort. It's hauled in by Whittington.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Wagner for three. Pure from three-point range. And now a 7-point Nets lead. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
Jeffries checked in for Los Angeles. Watson comes in for Todd. Hayward for three. Rebound, the Lakers. Jeffries has got 4 rebounds in the game. To the paint. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Los Angeles shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Number 75.
And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time.
Showing more aggression here in the second quarter. He's seeking contact and working himself to the line.
Wagner outside. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Jeffries. Jeffries has got 5 rebounds in the game. Down low. Rebound Brooklyn. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
It really was the strength of their D helping them to force a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, and causing a lot of turnovers, as you well know, means cashing in on those opportunities, which really can put a team in a bad way in a hurry.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen. You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Pass to McGee. Wagner for 3. Launches it. McGee's shot is off.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
The ball's knocked loose. Hayward with a steal. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Peyton Watson.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And the Lakers making a change here. Todd's checked in.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Nets leading by 6. Pass to Whittington. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Hayward. Hayward's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The Lakers with another miss.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Hayward outside. Wagner for 3. Knocks down the long J. Wagner's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Here's Hayward, coming off a 16-point game against Cleveland. Pass to Wagner. The 3-ball. That's in. Coming off an assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets earning this break in the action, up 10. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. You hear me? They're thinking about the shot. Next time. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They're getting cooked from long distance. Defensively, they have to do a better job of closing out.
Yeah, especially these days. It's not enough to protect the paint. Got to patrol the ARC as well.
And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
Battle of the Big Apple. They've been competing for a long time. Both reside in the Atlantic Division, so they know each other well.
And if you love to follow celebrities like you do, Shaq, they'll be showing up in droves for this one. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Here's Hayward. They've got Peyton Watson, and it's Jeffries in at the 4. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Lakers trail by 10 to the inside. Little turnaround. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Good things come to those who hustle. He creates the second chance opportunity.
Number 75. That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Hayward. Defense is right there. Wagner finds Hayward. Puts up a 3. And Wagner gets it to go on the assist by Hayward. Hayward's got his 4th assist with that last one. And the layup is good. Give him 20.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint. You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
The Lakers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. And there it is for them.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Brooklyn leading by 7. Pass to Holland.
Lakers foul. Number 75. His 3rd personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Hayward.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
And a miss there off the inbound. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nets. And in that March stretch, some interesting things going on in the East. You take a look at Brooklyn. They're currently in 4th place. A solid spot to be in late in the year.
I think for the Nets, it really hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for, but they're still in the hunt for a high postseason seed.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Wellington passes to Hayward. Offensive rebound. Holland. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Shooting for Brooklyn.
And that's good as he hits both shots. And the Lakers call time here.
They're rushing things offensively, and their impatience has led to carelessness.
Let's look at the best shooting teams in the association. Number 1, Los Angeles.
The smart offensive moves this team makes helps them open up the floor and find great looks. That's how they've secured such an impressive shooting percentage.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
And Hayward has got the ball here for the Nets. They've led by as many as 11. Next up, the Knicks in New York. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road.
Şengün, a force in the lane. That's where he does most of his damage.
It's picked off. Wagner outside. That's tipped. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
To the paint. Takes it inside. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And he knocks knocks down the first one. Mobley, he's checked in for Watson. And the Nets also making a change. McGee's checked in, so he gets them both. And Clark, we're seeing greater parity league-wide, but there's still those teams wandering the wilderness.
Yeah, and some of that is due to teams failing to draft well. You've got to be a little lucky, but you also have to be good in your draft selections. It's not enough to have a high pick. It's really what you do with whatever picks you have in getting it right. That puts them over the foul limit with
Substitution on the court.
And so in the game for the Nets, we've got Alperon Şengün, and it's McGee in at the 2. And he gets it to go.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Pass to Wagner for 3. He buries it from 3. Wagner's got 22.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Nets.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
How great have they been? I mean, shooting the ball from outside the arc, they have absolutely been lights out.
Holland, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Lakers trail by 17. Wagner with a steal. And now the Nets on the break.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Good on the shot.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Well, Grant, it appears the league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, BA. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
And the Nets making a change here. Hayward's checked in. McGee with a steal. Pass to Wagner. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Shot clock at 6. Hayward for 3. Watson with the rebound. The Lakers have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the 4th. Will it go? Here's Hayward. And the layup is good off the glass.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it. And that's a frustration foul. They've let...
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you.
Can't be reaching like that, MP.
All right, another season in the books. So now we got to figure out that off-season plan. You know what I mean?
Yep. And I already know what I want to work on.
Oh, yeah? Let me hear it then. Sounds good. Only thing left for you to do is put in that work.
Let's do it.
Let's get it then.
Man. Here we go. Yo, what you doing here in Plainview, man?
I live here now. And it was either Wolfpack or Dynasty for Club League, and I didn't want to play with you. So I chose Wolfpack.
Yeah, so you want the scouts to see you playing on the losing team and see a star on that, okay.
Now, I'm going to get the scouts to notice me by shooting every chance I get. I mean, if I play with you, you'll be yelling at me to make the extra
That's
pass.
right, because I want to win.
Okay, that's all you think the scouts care about?
Yeah, the scouts care if you can win, bro.
Okay, then you really are stupid, bro. Let me give you some game, man.
Here we go. All right.
Scouts only care if you got the skills that translate to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Point blank, end of story.
Well, you only prove that by winning.
No, you prove that by showing how you can help them win at the next level. All right, I'm cocky, but I'm not stupid, MP.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm not a high flyer. I'm not a rim protector. So if I want to lead this broke down town.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our presentation of Illinois Club League Basketball. I'm Joe Lamy, joined by Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. Some of the future stars of the region look to hone in their skills as we have the Wolfpack hosting the Dynasty.
And to call this a rivalry might be underselling it. This is more of a feud than anything. These clubs really dislike each other.
And the Wolfpack would love to play spoiler in this one, looking to put an end to the Dynasty's 11-game win streak.
Yeah, Joe, and both of these teams have plenty of talent to get it done tonight. The Wolfpack are only 7-4 on the season, but this roster can play with the best of them and can pull out a win against just about anyone.
And how excited are you for this one?
A new year means new goals.
Yep, fresh start. Anything's possible.
Indeed it is. So let's talk about the team's overall outlook, and then we can drill in to your personal goals for the first half of the season. Sound good?
Sounds great. Let's do it.
We're looking to make the play-in, because once you're in the dance, anything can happen.
You know the drill by now. We show you a list of goals. You pick the one you want to focus on for the first half of the season.
Been looking forward to this all off season, Coach.
Take a look. Let me know what you think.
We need to start holding ourselves to a higher standard. I want to focus on beating the teams that finished ahead of us last year.
You think we have low standards?
No, but we're better than what our record shows.
I'd love to see us working towards a common goal. Anything else you two would like to discuss?
Yeah, I'm good.
Mama, there goes that man. Look out there, MP. There you go.
Let's get after it, MP.
Still get that sign, killing spy, goodbye, still get that second killing spy. Up to 8, wait, and switch it up, still get that sign, killing